We're Byron and Jill, two hands-on people with big dreams. In 2024, we jumped headfirst into our off-grid dream and purchased a 100-acre block at Mount Binga. After relocating here in 2025, our big goal right now is transforming this incredible century-old Ashgrovian Queenslander into our forever home. This isn't just a renovation, it's a complete transformation, a huge project demanding a lot of energy and time, and it's going to take everything we've got. And we'd love to have you along for the ride. Every challenge, every triumph, every step of the way.
Welcome back to Off-Grid at Mount Binga. Thanks for everyone for following along. It's been a good little journey so far. We've got some unreal followers, so thanks very much, it's great. Anyway, we're heading up to the house again. The sun's finally come out. It's been raining for probably 3 days straight. Nice rain, we needed it, but it was over the weekend and it certainly has slowed things down here at Gilby. But you just got to remember, a couple of slow days are good, so we've woken up fresh. It's actually Monday morning. It's like going to work in the olden days. But no, Jilly's the boss here. And don't worry, for those that have been asking, Jilly's alright. She's not dead. I haven't kicked her out. We haven't split up. No divorce. She's just gone back to work. Someone's got to earn the money around here. I'm just the one spending it. Let me take you through what we're going to get up to today. We'll go for a little walk around. We best let the dogs out. Well, we're up at the house here this morning and we've got something different. We're going to build a carport. We've got an 8x8 carport to put up. And you think, what are we jumping into a carport so early for? But there is a very good reason. Most of you guys know we're off-grid here at Mount Binga, but we've got no power here. We have no ergon connection. We rely on the sun, solar and batteries to keep us going here up at Gilby. So I need to build this carport because we've got our large solar off-grid kit going on top of the carport in about a week's time. We've got this booked in. We use a local company. They're fantastic. More into that later. But this week we need to get stuck into building this carport and having it ready for our solar off-grid kit to go on it. First, we've got a few things to sort out. We've got a mark out to do. We've got to drill some holes. We've got to concrete some posts in. We've got to let them set. Then tomorrow, we're most likely going to push on to getting some beams up, some battens up, and we'll just flow on. Roof sheets, bracing, flashings, gutters, the whole kit and caboodle's here on site, ready to go. Let's get stuck into this week. Follow along, it's going to be good. Sun's out, we're outside. What more could you want? We've had our kit delivered here last week. It's been a few days out in the rain, but that's no worries. She's built for the outdoors, so there's no trouble here. We've got our large beams, our roof battens, some fascia beams and end beams. We've got all our guttering, barges, screws, posts, you name it. Fingers crossed it's all here. I've gone through the checklist. Most important thing to do when you get a delivery is get the delivery docket, check it over, tick everything off. These days the truck drivers are used to people saying, hang on a minute, before you go, let me check it off. Because there is nothing worse than getting something here, not checking it, getting right up to the end where you think, all right, I'm ready to screw the roof off, and guess what? You've got no roof screws. So fingers crossed, we have everything here on site, ready to go. First, we've got to move a few things. We're going to put the carport over here, sort of where my apprentice trailer is in the Bobcat. Bobcat's got to move anyway. I've got some serious work to do with that. We're going to put the auger on and dig some big holes. So let's get to moving a few things. All right, now we have our space cleared up. We've got to do a little mark out. I've previously been up here a few weeks ago with Jill, and we've come to a mutual agreement where we want to put this carport. I wanted it here, she wanted it there, so we just thought, let's meet in the middle, and we're both happy. Let's compromise. That's what we do often around here. So I've got the old marks, I've just got to find them, redo them, remeasure them, check for square, and I'm going to start drilling some holes straight up. It's not till after the holes are dug that I'm going to do a really accurate set out and get this thing perfectly square. I've got a lot of play in my holes for the post, so if my markings are within 20 mil now, that's going to be enough for a hole, a post to go in a big hole. Let's check it. So we've got our four corners, 8 by 8. Just marking the middle post. We've got 3 down each side. We've just got to get somewhat of a straight line for now. And we need to mark across at 4 meters halfway. That is going to be enough for now. Dig some holes. Our holes need to be 1200 deep. So that is right on that join. We've got our first 6 holes sort of started. As you can see, this one's probably the worst one. I'm filling it up with water. I could probably only go about 3 or 4 inches. It's a bit solid. It's a bit solid for a little bobcat. I mean, it's not the hugest thing. It hasn't got a huge amount of power, but it sure beats digging by hand. So I've got to start on this hole. I'm going to fill it up with water. Let that water soak in. This second hole here is not much better. It gets better as we go around, but let's give it, 10-15 minutes, let the water soak in, and we'll have another shot. I'm just going to straighten that hole up, Kerry.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get it nice and straight a bit. It's a bit crooked.
Does it matter?
Yeah, it's just if I need, it will. When them posts go in, if it's crooked and it's tapering away, and I hit the edge, it's no good.
That's crooked, isn't it?
Yeah. It won't take much, I'll just cut it again real easy, like on the edge. Oh, much better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get a little bit of water in that and I'll clear it out.
You were standing there. Yep.
Alright, so as we leave Kerry there to get the mixing done, I'm pushing the barrow. He's the man. He's going to help us get it done. We've got our 3 posts set up, as you can see here. They've all worked out pretty good. Well, these 3 have anyway. We will be cutting them off to a laser height. We are struggling with this line of post holes over here, and I think it's just hard, super hard clay, and the little old bobcat just hasn't got enough down pressure to get it done. So we've been filling them up with water, giving them half an hour, drilling, filling them up with water, rinse and repeat. We're getting down slowly but surely, but in the meantime we've been able to set these 3 up, so we thought, well, we may as well get these set into concrete. They're ready to go, perfect on the measurement. I will fill them up with concrete first, and then I'll double check them for plumb, and happy days. Let's get this crete out.
Too much water on it.
Yeah, going on 3 sand. Now we have our 3 holes full. We're just going to double check for plumb both ways. It's important to double check this before we walk away and go have lunch or smoko. Double checking things is very important. From what I can see, I've got to push that downhill that way a little bit. Absolutely perfect. Both ways, spot on. I think it's lunchtime. We're just wrapping up day 1 and we have 3 posts casted in. We struggled with our 3 holes down one side. We struggled to get the depth. There's our 3 posts for tomorrow. In the morning we'll be able to take this bracing off as these posts will be set. We'll restage those posts there and pour them. We just double checked everything for square then, Kerry and I, and it's happy days. So that marks day 1 up here on the Carport Build. Time for a cold drink and the afternoon off. It's about time. See you tomorrow. Oh, it's another beautiful day here at the block. Day 2 on the Carport Build. We haven't got much on today, so it's going to be a bit of a quick one. We're going to strip down some bracing off the 3 posts we did yesterday, stand up 3 new posts and concrete them in. I thought we'd be a little bit more further along on this one by day 2, just by having 6 posts in, but that's okay. We struck some hard ground, but we've got that ready to go this morning. We'll get these posts up, let them dry today and overnight, and it will be day 3 where we kick into gear and start putting some members up, some beams up, etc. Well, it's all in the setup. When you're on your own or working with one bloke or a small team, always think ahead. Get everything planned. Plan it out as if you're going to do it in real time and think about the best way to go about things. So when you stand the post up, you're not reaching out for something that you haven't got in your hands. So I'm just putting in my bracing pegs, making sure they're ready to go. So I've got timbers spread out. Roughly where they need to go. And then I'll have my bracing pegs ready to go. Got all my timbers laid out. That is ready to go. So I just wanted to show you a little trick that I've only just started to do. I've seen plenty of guys do it, and I've made a little clamp sort of system with some old timber here. So you know the post can hold up while my hands aren't on it. It's just a couple of pieces of framing pine and a little piece of timber in the middle that's actually less thickness than the post itself. That way when you put the second piece of timber on, it wants to clamp the post up and it holds the post in position. Then you can float your post off the ground inside the hole. So that's what we've done here. We've done that on all three of these. Worked well. I'm going to strip these off and get them set up on the new posts. So that there's holding itself up for now. Still important to work fast. Get a brace on it as quick as you can. Now we haven't plumbed anything up yet, we've just got it sitting roughly close enough, just so I can get my bracing on and the post in. That way when we do some measurements, I'm not in the middle of nowhere. I've got an actual fixed post that I can measure to or off, and we'll just work our way along this morning, just getting these up, getting them braced. Then we'll come through, do all our measurements, diagonals, parallels, squares, the whole lot. Pythagoras' theorem, he comes into it too. Nothing like a good bit of maths first thing in the morning. In the meantime, I'm just going to whip through, get all these stood up, get them in the closest position I can, and then I'll go through and just get them right. After that, it'll be more concrete. That post there isn't straight, so don't worry, we're going to check that, but it is safe. We'll move on to the middle one. Lucky last post. Now I have a mark on this string line, center, which is going to get me close enough straight up. And that there's close enough straight up, so I'm going to clamp that up so it's safe. These bits of steel are 90 by 90. I reckon they've got to be 5 or 6 mil thick. I'd have to double check. So they're not light, they're a bit of a struggle, but they're going to be super strong. Okay, just off our string line at the bottom, we've plumbed up the top. Looks to be really nice. Hope you can see that zoomed in. Maybe it's too close, but that there's the tolerance we're working with. 1, maybe 2 mil over the whole span of this post. If we can get them within 2 or 3 mil, it's going to make our life very easy at the next stage of the build. It's all about the preparation here. Let's get it right. Here I am, just having a look through the 3. Yeah, we can get them pretty good with the level, and I mean pretty good. But there's nothing quite like standing back and using your eye to look through 3 members. You can clearly see if something's out, because one will just be a little bit further than the other one. So I'm just having a look through, right through the top one, all the way down to the bottom. I can line it up with the second one, and then you want to line it up with the third one. This gets easier as you get more posts. If there's 5 or 6 posts, you go, okay, post number 4 is 10 mil out at the top, then you double check that one, so on and so forth. But from where I'm standing and what I can see, those 3 there aren't quite perfect, but they are so close, it's not funny. So that works for me, and it will work for this carport. Okay, so we've got our 3 posts in. We can't change them. I've double checked them over and over and over yesterday. They were fine, they're great. What we're doing this morning is setting up these 3. We've got them ready to go, ready for concrete. We can start mixing, but before we do that, we need to check them, pull the tape measure out, double check everything. It is worth it, so worth it to do it now. I've got everything plumb, braced up, strong, all holding up off the ground with their little blocks. I've run my eye through it. I've had a good sight through them. They look excellent. So now I just need to double check some measurements just before we pour concrete. That's our last check. We will do that now. Yesterday when we poured these, we got our concrete as high as we could. We had those timbers in the way on the bottom, so it's pretty hard to make a dome, and I didn't want to upset anything. I knew we were going to pour more concrete this morning, so I'm just going to prep around these holes, get the blower, blow out any dirt and dust that's on the existing concrete down there. That way we can get a good bond. And while we're pouring those 3 big posts this morning, I'm just going to mix up a bit extra once that's ready to go and done, and make a nice little dome here just to cap off our post. Those little domes just stop the water sitting on the concrete and also sitting directly around the post. In the long term, that'll cause a bit of rust. So we want to get it up above the ground level so water never sits around the post, and it also looks good. So we'll prep these up and get them ready now before we start mixing a brew. Five scoops of builder's mix to 1 scoop of cement powder, and a bit of water to soak, and we're getting something like that, which is pretty nice. one hole there took 4 barrows. We've only got 1 hole to go. So we have our little domes done. We've done a clean up. We've had our inspection. And everything's good here. These are the 3 we set yesterday. Those 3 there are topped up. Double checked, triple checked for plumb, both ways, left and right. So we've got a bit of time this morning. I've got out my trusty old Hilti laser. What we're going to do is go around and set a datum line on these posts. Like I said before, we've got fall pitching away to the north, and that's where our gutter will be. From there we have 5-degree pitch up to the high point, which is on these longer posts up here. Now these posts have not been set to height yet, but I know that they are long enough for us to cut down. As you can see, they're in the sky a fair way. Our carport won't be that tall. It's going to come down somewhere a metre lower than that at a rough estimate right now. But this is why I need the laser. So what I'm going to do is set up this laser line and mark a line on every post. All these 6 posts is going to get a Nico mark on it. That'll be called our datum point. From there, all we have to do is pick a low point, work out our height difference over a 5-degree pitch over 8 metres long. Then we can add that on to our height and we can cut off the top length, cut off the bottom length. It'll make more sense as we go, but I'll work through it with you now. That is not to a measurement or anything. That's purely going to be the same height on all 6 posts. All we have to do now is mark the other 5 in that same location, and that'll get step number 1 done. Down, down, down. It's telling me how many millimeters there I need to go down. Solid beep means level, fast beep means down, slow beep means up. I'll show you on the next one. Slow beep, level, too high means fast beep. It makes that noise, so if you can't see the measurements on the screen, you just listen. You know the fast beep means to go down.
And what's a tick for?
That tick there
Yeah.
is our datum line.
What?
Why the tick? It's a habit. Probably not necessary in this instance, but when I mark out timber, I'll do the same tick. It's just
All
a
of them
habit.
do. All carpenters do.
It's a habit that we have.
But what, you cut on that side or on the other side?
Normally, if you're cutting and you mark a tick, you cut on the tick side of the job.
Right.
Thanks for clearing that up, Kerry. We might cover that in a future episode.
Okay.
Last one. Done. We might close off this episode here. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.